That's your world. Yeah, it's there's a balance to be held for sure. You know, I'm not real thrilled with this idea of like continuing to drill for oil in the Gulf and drill for oil everywhere, and knowing that occasionally these things blow up and you have a massive pollution. But also, I don't think we should be dependent on Saudi Arabia for all our oil.
It's a mix. You know, one of the kind of contradictions you encounter with stuff like this, and I've been a little bit involved in this the last few years, as I started going down to the Gulf of Mexico to spearfish on the oil rigs. And so the oil rigs are, imagine like a vertical coral reef. You know, I don't want to call it, but by no means do I want to call the Gulf a desert. But I mean, you could, if you're away from the rigs, you could swim along the surface for miles potentially, right? If you just swim with a snorkel and mask, you can swim along the surface for miles and not encounter fish. I mean, it's counting where you're seeing them in front of your face.
Right.
And you pull up to a rig, and it's hung in fish. I mean, they're draped in thousands of fish. Okay, so you know, you grow up with this idea. If you just have a passive understanding of all this stuff, you grow up with this idea that like oil exploration equals a diminishing of natural life, a diminishing of wildlife. And you go in, and there's this big debate where certain people want to pull the abandoned rigs out, but you have fishermen who are like, they're here now, leave them, because that's where all the fish are.
Yeah.
You know, and it's this very spirited debate, and different administrations will have different plans. They had a program like idle iron, which is to pull them out. There was a program called rigs to reefs, which is to tip them over so they're not navigational hazards. The shrimpers don't like them because they cause like navigational obstructions. You can hang your